Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we're creating this cute little slider box, or at least that's what I'm calling it, slider box. Slider chocolate box, I believe I wrote in the title, and it slides from one side to the next. I even made the little dents here so that if you have difficulty sliding it out, you can go ahead and just put your finger on it and slide it out. I use the Zanny Zabras. I use one of the zebras. I use this image here, and then I use Wild About You, but you can use any of these cute little sentiments here, and then I use the classic label punch to go ahead and cut the Wild About You. So I'm going to show you how to create this box today. Well, let's set the box aside, and I've already pre-stamped, since we're going to be building a box to shorten the video, and then we'll color together. And let's see, you'll be needing, and I'm using Bumblebee, so this is the new in color for 2020-2022, and this measures 5 by 4, and this is measurements in inches. I always work in inches, and this one measures 3 by 7. And then I have a bunch of DSP pieces that'll go around the box. This one measures 2 7/8 by 1 7/8. You'll need 2 pieces that measure 7/8 by 1 7/8. And you'll need 2 pieces that measure 7/8 by 2 7/8. And the reason for that is because the sides here measure about 1 inch or so. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start by scoring. So I put all my DSP and my images that I've already went ahead and stamped, and I'm going to take out my paper trimmer, what I like to use as far as for scoring. Lost my train of thought there. And what you're going to be doing for this one, and this is the one that's 4 by 5, you're going to go ahead and score on all 4 sides at 1 inch. Okay. And remember, the lighter of the blades on your paper trimmer is the one that scores. Alright, so you have this one. This is to create the bottom portion of our box. And I'll set that aside, and then we're going to go ahead and score this one. This is the one that measures 3 by 7, and you're going to go ahead and score this at 1, 2, 4, and 5. So I'm going to do the opposite. So I'll do 1, and then 2, and then 4, and then 5. We may or may not need to do some adjusting. So this is the bottom piece. I made it a little larger to have a little bit of support. You can do less than 1 inch. So this measures 1 inch. It's how much I left for my flap. But you can make it smaller. You can make it where they just kind of meet in the middle. But this is the way that I designed this box. So we're going to go ahead. I put away my paper trimmer. I'm going to bring my scissors out as well as my bone folder. I'm going to go ahead and burnish. Okay, and now that we have this, I'm going to go ahead and cut up to the score line there and there. And what I'm going to do is, for this piece here, I'm going to go ahead and create little wedges. And then I'm going to do the same for this side. So this is what you end up with. And then you're going to go ahead and put these flaps inward and apply your adhesive here. And I'm using double-sided tape. You can use liquid adhesive. I sometimes use that as well. For the sake of the video, sometimes this is actually just a tad bit faster. Although I don't have to cut all the bits and pieces. So we're going to go ahead and peel off all of the pieces here. And then we're going to put the box together. A little bit of excess, so I'm just going to fold it over and go ahead and put it together. And so there you have the bottom piece. And now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and work on this. Now I know we went ahead and scored it, but like I said, it's a bit tricky. So the portion, this portion here will go on the bottom. This is the one that goes right on the top, like so. So we're going to go ahead and bend on those, and I'm going to score those. And I'll score on these guys too, the two sides. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try to see if, I mean, it's not going to cover all the way, so it'll leave a little bit showing this way, but maybe it'll have a cleaner look if I do the opposite. So I'm going to do about 2 lines of my adhesive, and I'm doing the opposite, I said, so I'm going to do them on this side. Wait, on this side? No, this side. Sorry, changing things a little last minute. Got me a little confused there. So I'll save that bit in case I need it. Okay. I'm putting it down since I want the portion that I'm gluing on the bottom. So will this be covered? Okay, sorry, I think I was off camera there. So very lightly just pressing it down, and hopefully I have enough wiggle room as I use the box to slide this back and forth. And I don't have any of the other punches, so I'm using the one that I have. This is, I don't even know what size this is. I think this is like a 1/2 inch circle. So I'm just going to wedge a little bit on there, and then I'll do it again once I apply the DSP. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we can go ahead and decorate our box. So the 2 smaller ones are going to go on this end and on this end, and I will be using the liquid adhesive. And I'm going to keep with the polka dots. I'm not switching up the paper, although sometimes I do for my videos. But I really, really like the way that the zebra looks with the polka dots. It might look the other way around. Sorry, it may look as well the other way around, but I just really took to this pattern, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm going to give it a minute before I do the punch outs and do the sides. And so what we're going to do is going to go ahead and insert our box, hopefully as gentle as we can, and then I'm going to do the sides and the top. And this is just to give it a little bit of stability when I'm trying to press on it. And you can do this prior, if you're really good at placing. Did I do the right side? Yes. You could glue these on before assembling the box. I just like doing it afterwards. So everybody has a different form of working or procedure. But you could do it prior. That too could work. And then the final piece, this was the one that goes on the top. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and slide this guy out once again. And I will re-punch that portion out. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then before I go ahead and slide it in, I use the miniatures. I got these, I believe, at the 99-cent store. And you can actually exactly fit 3 of these sideways. Perfect treat. You could fit any other treats in there also. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside for a minute. So I went ahead and stamped one of the images, as I said before the video, to try to shorten it since we were assembling a box. And I used the Memento Tuxedo black ink for my image. I'm going to be using the dark Daffodil Delight for the stripes. And I just did very light coloring. A little bit here and there. So I didn't completely color the image. I just wanted to give it a little bit of color. Okay, so now that we've went ahead and colored our image, I'm going to go ahead and just fussy cut it, and I will fast forward some of these portions. I did not fussy cut where the in between the legs. I just wanted to not make it too complex of an image. And I'm going to go ahead, and I did, as I said, I cut this out with the classic label punch, but this is not the full length of it. I cut the edges a tad bit to adjust the size, and then I just applied a little bit of glue on one of the sides to adhere it about halfway through. That's all the adhesive we're going to use, and then I used some dimensionals. Alright. Okay. And there you have it. That is our cute little treat box, or chocolate box. And again, it slides from either side, and it's perfect for any party or any favor. You can make this for any occasion, just switching out the sentiments. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial, and you guys have a great one. Thank you.